With just 8 seconds left in the game, the Browns and Steelers rivalry is taken to a whole other level when a huge fight breaks out that results in 3 players being ejected from the game. Stay tuned for all the details, coming to you in just a moment. Hey, welcome to The Fumble. It's your girl, Britt Johnson. Follow me on social media at @IamBrittJohnson and click subscribe to join the Fumble fam if you haven't already. With just under a minute left in the fourth quarter, the story of this game was the Browns' defense. The sacks, the interceptions that sent the Browns down victory lane for the first time against the Steelers in 5 seasons. Last season, they came the closest they had in years to a W when they tied the Steelers in overtime, but still, no victory. Since the Browns returned to the league in 1999, the Steelers have dominated with an 18-3 record over the Browns. So a Browns victory finally gave the dog pound something to be proud of. But with just 8 seconds remaining in the Thursday night matchup, the narrative changed. The shining light that was beaming on the Browns turned into one of the worst things you could watch in sports. Browns defensive end Myles Garrett ripping the helmet off Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Mason Rudolph, and then using that helmet as a weapon to hit Rudolph in the head, which then started a full-on brawl. Take a look at the events that transpired. Now, to be clear, from what I saw, Rudolph definitely tried to rip off Garrett's helmet first before Garrett then went and did what he did. But then after he did that, Maurkice Pouncey went in to protect his quarterback but ended up punching and kicking Garrett in the head. As a fan, all of this was horrific to watch. From the booth, Joe Buck said this about what he saw taking place. One of the worst things I've ever seen on a professional sports field. His co-announcer and former NFL quarterback Troy Aikman added this: "This is barbaric is what it is." After a review from the officials in New York, 3 players were ejected from the game for their actions: Myles Garrett, Maurkice Pouncey, and Larry Ogunjobi. It is likely suspensions and fines will follow at some point over the next few days. After the game, a visibly upset Baker Mayfield told Fox Sports reporter Erin Andrews this about the incident he watched take place from the sideline: "I didn't see why it started, but it's inexcusable. I don't care, rivalry or not, we can't do that. That's kind of the history of what's going on here lately, hurting yourself. It's inexcusable. There's nothing I can say in that moment to calm him down. The reality is he's going to get suspended, and that hurts our team." This wasn't the only ejection from the game. During the third quarter, Browns DB Demarius Randall was ejected for this helmet-to-helmet hit. Take a look. The Browns did go on to win the game, but not without one more hitch. After the fight, the Steelers kneed the ball on 4th down, which results in a turnover with 5 seconds on the clock. But both teams and the media stormed the field, and it took several minutes before the field was able to be cleared to run the last play to finally end this horrible game. One thing's for sure, both teams couldn't wait to get out of there. Before the clock ended, the Steelers offense was already hitting the showers. The interesting thing here is both teams are in the AFC North and have yet to play each other for the second time yet this season. And guess what, guys? It's gonna happen very, very soon. The 2 teams hit the gridiron in just over 2 weeks on December 1st. And of course, NFL Twitter had some things to say. Patrick Mahomes tweeting this: "Bro, I can't believe that just happened." Des Bryant said he's done for the rest of the year. And Reggie Bush tweeted this: "In all my life of football, that might have been the craziest thing I have seen on a football field. They about to suspend Myles Garrett for 30 years. People getting stomped out. That was a hood fight. Hate to see that in our game. That's not what pro football is about." Well, you are correct, Reggie Bush, but I have tons of questions I want to ask you guys, so I want you guys to just head to the comment section and let me know what you thought about how last night's game ended. Don't forget to like this video, click subscribe, and shop the Fumble store for the latest game day gear. I'm your host, Britt Johnson for The Fumble, and I'll see you soon.